Hey, welcome back to the Social Edit. I'm your host, Sam Palmieri, and today we're diving into a topic that I feel like every agent needs to hear loud and clear, especially now. And that's why marketing is no longer optional in this market. It's a non-negotiable. And honestly, it always has been, whether you like to think so or not. So let's talk about what's really going on right now. There was a time not long ago, like a couple months ago, when the market was red hot. And I'm talking hotter than a leather seat in July in North Carolina. You'd list a home, toss it on the MLS, and before you could blink, you had 10 offers and 20 voicemails. People were calling you. Leads were finding you. They were falling from the sky like glitter at Hobby Lobby. You didn't need to chase business because it chased you. But that's not the reality anymore. Interest rates have shifted, unfortunately. Buyer confidence is shaky. And sellers are harping on you as to why their listing hasn't sold after 20, 30 days. And we've moved from a frenzied sprint to a very, very calculated chess game. Today, you have to go to the market. The business is still out there for sure, but now it's about proactive movement. We're in an outbound prospecting era. Cold calls, door knocking, thoughtful follow-up, strategic networking, all the unsexy stuff that comes with real estate. Now, let me be crystal clear. I do believe in prospecting. It builds grit. It builds skill. It's the boot camp of real estate. But here's the magic. Marketing is your shortcut to warmer conversations, more open conversations. When someone sees your face on Instagram or reads your newsletter or remembers your pop-up at Starbucks last month, they don't feel like a cold lead. They feel like you already know. They already know you and you already know them. So it makes the conversation easy. Marketing builds familiarity, and familiarity lowers that resistance and will probably lead to a lot less hangups. One of the biggest myths in this industry is, I'll work on marketing when things slow down. Spoiler alert, if you don't market, things will slow down, whether you like it or not. You need to treat your marketing time the same way you treat a listing appointment. Lock it in, protect it, show up to it on time. There's no rescheduling it until you slow down. Every week, just block out time to review your content calendar, design your postcard or your listing materials, record a video or two or more, write a newsletter, just touch base with your audience online and off. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't wait until you get a cavity to start flossing, or at least I hope not. You do it consistently to avoid problems in the first place. Marketing is your preventive maintenance for your business. And I do want us to have a little bit of mindset shift here. So I want us to go from social media marketing to media marketing. And Tina Call put me onto this one once I started working with her at Call Group. I'm not here to make you a TikTok star. I'm here to help you just run your business like a media company. Too many agents and people, no matter what industry you're in, cringe at the word social media marketing. They hear it, they picture the viral dances and the ring lights and the influencer drama. But what you're really doing is media marketing. You're creating content that builds trust, authority, brand presence across multiple platforms. Media marketing isn't just TikTok and Instagram. It's Instagram, Facebook, your newsletter, your listing videos, your signs, your postcards, your pop-ups, everything. It's how you consistently show up everywhere your potential clients are hanging out. And you don't have to be everywhere at once, but you do have to be somewhere consistently. When you shift your mindset from, I'm trying to get likes, to I'm building a media brand that supports my business and actually brings me leads, everything changes. And the biggest thing that I get, especially from the agents that I work with, is, oh, I don't want to be on camera. Can I do something without being on camera? I get it. Being on camera is awkward. You stare at your phone like it just called you fat, and you film your video and you're like, do I really sound like that? Do I really look like that? You pick yourself apart. Newsflash, you do look like that. You do sound like that. But you can't change that. You are who you are. It's totally fine. We all start cringy. I did. My first video, you can go back and try and find it, but it wasn't good. It won't be good. No one's stuff is ever good. Think of a movie star. Their first movie, it wasn't, getting awards or anything. They were probably an extra in a scene. You get better the more you do it. But the thing is, I posted that video anyway, because done is better than perfect, and consistent is better than cool. I'm not going to sit there and rewatch my podcast over and over again, or sit there and watch a reel or a TikTok over and over again and just pick myself apart. It'll never get posted. If it never gets posted, there's no way to help me and my business. But instead, I'm going to go through it, edit it, make sure it looks professional, the message comes across nice and clear, and it's posted. That's it, done. And people will either like it or they won't, but at least I posted it, and if someone comes across it and it helps them, helps my business, great, love it, it did its job. But it can't do its job just by sitting in the drafts. And here's the other thing. People work with people that they know, like, and trust. Those are the 3 words of marketing. But they can't know you if you never show up. They can't like you if you're hiding behind generic posts. They can't trust you if you only pop up once every few months. Think of your content like showing up to a networking event. If you walk in, say hi once, and then you vanish for a year, no one remembers you. I can guarantee that. But if you show up regularly, offer real value, and let people see you, they'll feel like they know you even if you've never met. For example, when I was working at my apartment community in Chapel Hill, I used to go to networking events to get the brand out there. I would walk in most of the time alone, so it forced me to get out of my comfort zone and talk to someone. I'd introduce myself to a few people, grab as many business cards as I could, that's a key, and find out what these people do, find out what they're looking for, and generally be curious about how we could be able to help one another, rather than be like, hi, I'm Sam, I work for this apartment community, do you want to lease apartments from us? Because the answer is going to be no every single time, and they're going to think you're trying to sell them something every single time they see you, and then they're going to be avoiding you like the plague. But for me, once I chatted with a few people and I left, I would send an email the next day saying, reintroducing myself and telling them how nice it was to meet them. And then I'd add them to my email list and be like, hey, this is Sam. It was so nice meeting you yesterday at XYZ networking event. I just wanted to remind you, this is what I do. If there's anything that you ever need from me, please let me know. I'd love to hop on a call, grab coffee, whatever it is to discuss. And it worked, I'll tell you. I was attending maybe 3 or 4 networking events per month. And after doing that for a little while, I'd walk into one of these events and everyone would know me. I took my boss one time with me to one of these events. It was like a women's, I don't know, something for the Chamber of Commerce. And we went, I walked in, everyone was like, hey, Sam, hey, Sam, hey, so nice to meet you. And my boss like, how do all these people know you? I'm like, because I come to these events all the time. And I was genuinely working. I was bringing people into the apartment community, whether it's for them to use it as a venue space or if they had friends or family that might be moving. We were getting referrals. It was working. People started to associate me with the apartment community. And like I said, we got leads. Whether they were people I met directly, referrals, whatever it is, it was working. And that's what it's all about, consistency over time. Marketing isn't about perfection or closing a deal. It's right then and there, because let's be honest, that never happens. It's about presence and what you're known for. Let's break another myth. One post isn't going to change your business. One video won't make you a star. One postcard doesn't make someone call you. But consistency, that's where the magic happens. Consistency is like compound interest. It doesn't look like much at first. A post here, a newsletter there, it builds, but over time it builds momentum. Marketing is about staying top of mind, because most people don't need a realtor right now, right this second, but they will. And when they do, they're going to go with the person who they remember, whoever they've seen, whoever that made them feel connected to them. You don't want to be the agent they vaguely remember seeing 6 months ago. You want to be the one that they've seen everywhere, the one that they've talked to, the one that makes them feel comfortable and that they could trust with such a huge decision. You also want to be the one that drops helpful hints, the one who shares behind the scenes moment, the one who feels approachable and trustworthy rather than someone who's looking to just close a deal. Because marketing doesn't work because it's loud, it works because you're consistent at it. So, my challenge to you this week is set 1 to 2 hours of non-negotiable marketing time. Put it on your calendar. Put it on your calendar and do not move it. Record something, anything. Even if you don't post it yet, just do it. Reframe the way you think about what you do. You're not just a realtor. You're not just opening doors. You're the CEO of your own brand. Marketing isn't optional to leverage. If this episode lit a fire under you, send it to a friend who needs to hear it too. Follow, leave a review, and be sure to follow me on Instagram and join my broadcast channel where I am dropping daily tips and tricks in all things marketing. Let me know what kind of questions or topics you want to talk about next. Until next time, see you later.